I'm going to call to order the special Board of Public Works meeting for the city of Menasha. Clerk Aliazi, could you please take roll call?
Alderman Taylor. Here. Alderman Sevenik. Here. Alderman Langdon. Here. Alderman Kruger.
Here.
Alderman Tom Grotti.
Here.
Alderman Ted Grotti.
Here.
Alderman Rapella.
Here.
Alderman Nichols.
Okay, first up on the agenda is the recommendation to award the Menasha Utilities or Scene Street Road relocation KS Energy Services for $139,112.64. And I see that we have a representative from Menasha Utilities, so if you can go ahead and explain it, please.
All right. First of all, thanks for holding a special meeting to get this accelerate this project. The project involves moving the underground facilities along Racine Road from about Midway Road, Old Midway Road, down north to almost to the Myron's new crane shop. That's to accommodate constructions for that intersection and that part of the DOT's project for the 441 rebuild. The change order on here, the day we got our bids, I got a call from the DOT asking when we were going to be out of there, and I said, well, thought we had to be out there by August, and he said, no, you need to be out there by June 12th. So we had asked the contractor who we were going to award the bid to give us a price of what it would cost to accelerate their project. They indicated that when they bid the project, they bid it using the local crews, and the timing worked out for them. If we wanted to accelerate and get it done sooner, they would have to pull crews from other areas, and that's what the additional cost is for.
Is there any discussion? Alderman Sevenik. It's not working. It's not doing it. Oh, there we go.
Well, there we go. Thank you, Chair. I just have a quick question about DOT, and this is this being caused because of their project? And then we're being reimbursed? 90%. And why is it just 90% then?
Under state statute, they'll cover 90%.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Under state statute, though, they cover 90% of the cost for municipal utilities.
Interesting. Why not 100?
You'd have to ask Madison. I don't know.
Got a number?
Well,
Nope. It's no different than all the other reimbursements that they did for us, or they did when we had all the other facilities that we had to move.
it'll be interesting. I know I'm out of order by saying this, but it'll be interesting when we do the new bridge, what that's going to cost the city.
Alderman Rapella.
Much, Alderman Kruger. Sir, so the 20,574.71, they're actually the DOT is going to cover 18,000 of it, and we're responsible for 2.
Correct.
We're on discussion item number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. So they're going to cover 126, and we're responsible for like 13.
The actual cost is more than what the project cost is more than this.
Okay.
This is just for the contract.
Okay. So the 139 stays, and out of the 20,000, they're going to cover 18. of the 20?
Yeah,
Okay,
basically, they're gonna cover 90% of all the costs.
okay, so it's, well, okay, gotcha. So 20, 90% of 20,000 is 18,000.
Okay,
Okay, all right, thank you.
yep.
Is there any further discussion? Can I ask for a motion? Alderman Langdon.
Thank you, Chair. I'll make the motion to forward to council recommendation to award Menasha Utilities for the Racine Road relocation with the KS Energy Services LLC in the amount of $139,112.64.
We have a motion. Is there a second? Is there a second? We have a second by Alderman Ted Grady. Is there any further discussion? See none, can we take roll call?
Motion carried on roll call, 7-1.
Moving on to discussion action item number 2 is change order Menasha Utilities for the Racine Street Road relocation, KS Energy Services, add $20,574.71. If you could please explain.
Again, that's due to misunderstanding or not. I really thought that the deadline for that road construction for us to be out of there was in August. It is June. So our schedule that when we put together for the bidding was to complete in August. When after the bids came in, we had asked this contractor to give us a price on accelerating the work, and they added 20,000.
Okay, so who puts these bids together? And why was that an oversight? It just seems amazing to me that because it's government, it's okay, and we'll just take care of it, or if it's a utility, we'll just pass it on to the ratepayers. I mean, it just seems inappropriate. I mean,
Well,
when you tabulate these, they need to be spec'd out precisely. So that's why I have concern.
my PSE is a contractor that we hire to write the documents. I review them, and the schedule that we put together, like I said, I thought we had to be out of there by August, okay? When the bids came in, the day of the bids, I got a call from the DOT wanting to know when we were going to finish up. And I let them know that it wasn't until August, and they said, can you accelerate that in any way? So we asked the contractor, knowing that they bid a project based off of a certain timeline, that we had to go back and be fair to them if there was going to be any extra charges.
I'm glad I didn't turn off my mic because I didn't get an answer.
I did give you an answer.
I
said-
already understood that. You already told us that
Yeah.
information. My information is these things are spec'd out. There's
Correct.
someone who does this job that didn't get their dates correct.
That was
and-
me.
And the ratepayers have to pick up this because of that. I'm just saying, this isn't just like, oops, we just kind of overlooked the dates, and it doesn't sound to me as though DOT was like, oh, we decided to bump it up or something. It seems like it was specific. And I know if you worked out in industry or something, there would be repercussions in some form or fashion. So I think it's a matter for the Water and Light Commission to take another look at this and get a better understanding of why the ratepayers have to pay this additional charge because of a mistake. 20,000 isn't something just to, you know, no big deal. We all make a fortune down here at the utilities and we'll just pass it on. I mean, I'm tired of this kind of stuff.
Well, I don't know why you're tired of it. It hasn't happened in the past. I've come to this council and to the board several times for contracts like this and never came back with an adder. I admit, I made a mistake, okay? I also made a mistake that I budgeted to have all our facilities moved for the Racine Street Bridge this year to find out that my dates were off and it was till next year that we don't have to be out of there, okay? There's a lot of DOT work going around here. There's a lot of city work going around here that we're trying to organize. Dates get mixed up. I'm sorry for that.
If I may interject here, I think what Alderman Sevick is also trying to state is if this was bid out correctly with the correct dates, would it be safe to assume that the original contract amount would be the same? And this add-on is because the dates were incorrect, so in order for the contractor to adjust his schedule, there's an added amount on there. But if the dates were correct right from the start, there wouldn't be this added 20,000. Would that be a correct assumption?
That's correct.
Okay, I think that's what Alderman Sevenick is trying to drive at. It is because the job in itself ended up being a lot more. I mean, 20,000 is nothing to sneeze at because of a screw up on the dates. Otherwise, it would stay the same no matter what time of the year it was. Alderman Rapala.
Very much, Alderman Kruger. So, in other words, it's $20,000, $574.71. So so your mistake cost $20,000 because of that change in dates, but actually the state is going to reimburse us 90%. So it's going to be $2,000 difference that the city's going to have to pick up.
Correct. The whole.
Could the utilities pick up that? Kind of just saying, sorry, we goofed up,
The city doesn't pay for any of this. 100% of this.
Well, the ratepayers, I'm sorry, then the ratepayers shouldn't have to pay. It should come out of the utilities. You should have a fund, like a screw-up fund for yourself. So that,
We're publicly regulated by the PSC, so the way this gets accounted, it will fall on the ratepayers. But
well,
understand that the ratepayers just got a decrease in their rates also
I know, but
for this, for the work, what has gone on. So 90% of it, in basically $18,000, or the $2,000, you're not going to see a rate difference in that in a $40 million budget.
realize that, yes. But it's just
Yeah.
another spank in the pants.
So, you know, this whole project, the bidding, even with the adder, is less than what the budget was.
Okay.
Alderman Nichols.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you for that last point, that even with this ad, the total project is lower than
Yes.
your initial, than what you initially budgeted for the entire project.
I can't speak for the entire project. I'll speak for this part, for the underground work. We had estimated more than this. I believe it was around 180,000.
Thank you for that. And thank you also for your honesty in sharing with us that it was your mistake. I think your willingness to own that is certainly commendable.
Well, thank you.
Is there any more discussion? Can I have a motion? Alderman Langdon.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to make the motion to forward to council for a change order for the Menasha Utilities Racine Road relocation. That would be the KS Energy Services LLC. That would be doing the work. And it's an addition of $20,574.71, and that is change order number 1.
Is there
And
a
would
sec-
that
we
be
have
the
a,
only,
motion and a second by Alderman Ted Grady.
and would that be the only change order you see on this? So it'd be change order number one and final.
That's my plan.
Is there any more discussion? Can we take roll call?
Motion carried on roll call 7-1.
Last item is adjournment for the special Board of Public Works meeting. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Nichols, seconded by Alderman Tom Grady. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? We are adjourned.